Hi, welcome to Beyond the Glow, a podcast for busy moms who just need a break and maybe a laugh. The demands of the family schedule, work, and everything in between can certainly make time short. And what often gets cut out is, unfortunately, our connection with other moms. So I created this space for moms to enjoy, have a laugh, commiserate, and catch a few tips along the way. Today is our first episode of the series, The Post-Partum Life, and we are talking about finding the right supplements. One of the first tasks of a new mom while she is healing from childbirth is to nourish her body, especially if she is nursing. But this is just as critical for any new mom, as your body needs specific nutrients for optimal recovery postpartum. If you're anything like me and feel like childbirth was a total reset button for your whole body, leaving you rebuilding from scratch again, this episode is for you. We will take a bit of a deep dive into what the experts in nutrition and science say about supplements, how to know you're taking the right ones for you, and if what you're taking is even working. Let's get into it. So first of all, I think we can all attest that most of us, except for those who are extremely health conscious and maybe bodybuilders or in the healthcare space or just somebody who's just really rocking life out, most of us don't eat enough whole foods to get all the nutrients we need. So many turn to supplements to fill in the gaps. That has certainly been true of me. I have always been health conscious too, and I still can't get enough of what I need. So, no condemnation to those who are taking supplements. We all need them sometimes. For this to work effectively, though, it is especially important to know how to find the quality supplements that actually absorb into your body. So we're not just paying for expensive urine. We definitely don't want that. Good supplements aren't cheap, and we want to be sure also that we're not just throwing good money down the drain or the toilet, right? For starters, it's important to know what to look for in supplements, and in this case, postnatal vitamins, of course, and how long to take them. So, according to Dr. Jolene Brighton, she is an internationally acclaimed hormone expert, nutrition scientist, and thought leader in women's medicine. Postpartum healing is actually a year-long process, and not just the 6 weeks after childbirth. Somebody say amen. I'm so glad somebody in the health space finally called this out, because I certainly didn't feel good after 6 weeks. In light of this, though, many women find taking a postnatal vitamin during the full year after childbirth is beneficial for a more thorough recovery. Ultimately, though, the choice to discontinue the use of a postnatal vitamin should only be considered when you're no longer nursing, you feel your mood and energy have stabilized, and you regularly consume nutrient-dense foods. Dr. Brighton, recommends taking postnatal vitamins whether nursing or not, as every new mom's body requires specific nutrients to support recovery and overall health after growing and delivering a baby, including iron, B12, omega-3s, and others. Without replenishing these nutrients, postpartum recovery can be slower, and you're more likely to experience brain fog and mood swings, also boo. So with so many postnatal supplements to choose from, how can we know what's best? When it comes to choosing the best postnatal supplement, you want to look for one with high bioavailability. And there's our next vocabulary word of the day, bioavailability. It is a rate at which a nutrient or drug is absorbed into the bloodstream and becomes available for use. I certainly didn't know that until this podcast, or until this episode, rather. Natural forms of vitamins and minerals are actually more bioavailable than synthetic ones, although this isn't a hard and fast rule. Additionally, methods of delivery such as microencapsulation, micellization, and oil-based systems, they all enhance bioavailability. You should also look for one with the following nutrients. Iron to help prevent anemia due to the blood loss in childbirth and restore energy levels. Folate, vitamin B9, to aid in red blood cell production and DNA repair to support healing. Vitamin D for hormone balance, immune function, and mood regulation. Vitamin K12, essential for bone healing and reducing postpartum bleeding risks. Vitamin B12 is crucial for postpartum energy production, nerve repair, and mood stability. Calcium supports bone strength, muscle recovery, and physical resilience in postpartum. And then magnesium relaxes muscles, reduces cramps, and promotes restful sleep. I love magnesium. I never realized how much I loved it until I started taking it in the evenings, and it has made a massive difference in my sleep. I sleep deeper, and I don't even know how that's possible with a kid. I don't. Those of you who sleep really great without melatonin or something else, y'all gotta let me know what you're doing. Zinc is depleted during tissue repair and immune defense in pregnancy, and so it's vital postpartum for wound healing, immune system strength, and hair and skin recovery. Choline is critical postpartum for cognitive function, mood balance, and supporting breastfeeding nutrition. I definitely needed a lot of choline. I don't know about you, but choline would have been my best friend if I knew that I definitely needed that in my postnatal vitamin. Iodine is vital in restoring thyroid function, energy levels, and metabolic balance postpartum. Vitamin C, proline, and glycine, they're all collagen-supporting nutrients necessary postpartum to promote wound healing, strengthen connective tissues, and support skin recovery. I love anything that helps boost my collagen. Let's boost all the collagen all the time. Love it. As I'm sure you've noticed, many of these are the same as what you'll find in your prenatal vitamins, so you, being the resourceful creatures you mamas are, you may be thinking that the prenatal can also double as a postnatal. Well, unfortunately not in most cases, according to Dr. Brighton, as postnatal formulas are specifically designed to meet a new mom's needs. And specifically, most are formulated to, one, support tissue healing and postpartum recovery by providing nutrients like zinc, vitamin C, and collagen-supporting minerals like we just described. Provide extra nutrients for breastfeeding, such as choline, DHA, and vitamin D, which are essential for breast milk quality and infant development. And then thirdly, to address common postpartum issues like mood swings, hair loss, and fatigue with added levels of B vitamins, iron, and adaptogenic herbs. Let me just put in a little insertion here about adaptogenic herbs. They will be your best friends as you age. I'm just saying. Adaptogenic herbs, get them. Get them in your body. They're amazing. So an example of this, not the adaptogenic herbs of my previous point. For example, vitamins often contain higher amounts of vitamin D and omega-3s to support mood stability and hormone regulation. They also include more iron to help replenish levels lost during childbirth, which is critical for reducing fatigue. Additionally, nutrients like biotin and collagen-supporting minerals are included to promote hair growth and skin repair, which we did state previously. There are some high-quality prenatal supplements on the market that will double for postpartum and cover the full spectrum of maternal needs. Although, asterisk here, you will need to look for the specific nutrients needed and ensure the supplement provides the right amount of each nutrient required for both prenatal and the postpartum period. Dr. Brighton also warns against taking a gummy, so gummy fans, sorry, versus a capsule, as gummies tend to be less stable, contain fewer nutrients, have more added sugars than, and do not absorb as well as high-quality capsules. I personally took prenatal and postnatal gummies, and looking back, I can see that my postpartum depression may have been remedied by a higher quality postnatal capsule. So definitely look in that capsule department. I have since replaced my gummy with a capsule, and I can tell a difference. Now let's circle back to bioavailability. This is a major key to ensuring that your vitamins have the best chance at being absorbed by the body. So you may be wondering, how does one find bioavailable supplements? As I mentioned before, natural forms of a vitamin are usually more bioavailable. Although this is not a hard and fast rule again, and choosing one with microencapsulated, oil-based, or micellar delivery system enhances bioavailability. So look for one of those three delivery systems. Additionally, quality supplements will list the exact form of the vitamin or mineral on the label, such as magnesium, for example, with additional details out beside it. Further, finding studies showing how much of the vitamin is absorbed in the body will also help you determine which forms absorb best. So there are some other things that you can do to determine how good a supplement is, and that's looking for particular testing, specifically third-party testing. Certifications such as those from NSF, USP, or Consumer Lab to ensure product purity and safety. To further maximize benefits, taking the right supplement at the right time is certainly critical. I don't know about you, but I tend to take most of my supplements in the morning, but from what I'm reading, I see that I've approached that all wrong. And I previously stated I started taking my magnesium in the evening and it's making a massive difference. So the best time to take vitamins depends entirely on what vitamin you're actually taking. For instance, certain vitamins compete for absorption. So knowing which part of the day they're best absorbed and which vitamins they pair best with is incredibly important for ensuring our bodies use what we put in and don't just flush it out. To help you easily identify when to take which vitamins, I have attached a free downloadable chart. It isn't comprehensive, but you're welcome to customize it to your needs. So you'll see that in the description or in the comments, wherever I can post it the easiest for your visibility. And if you just can't find it, go ahead and message me in the comments and I'll be sure to send it out to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this episode helpful, please give a like and a follow and maybe a share. And let me know what you found most helpful in the comments or other topics you'd like me to discuss here. I will see you Thursday.